Oh yeah, Flocka don't miss. He's always on time. I give him that. I give him shit, but I give him that. Phone, always on time. I knew he's on time faster than I thought he was gonna be. But yo, they were definitely going way too hard on fucking. Hey, can you mute yourself real quick? They were going way too hard on fucking Neon at Breakfast Club, and I'm just so glad that Flacco's about to like say something about this because I did not like that shit, and I really hope that they get some backlash for that shit because that shit was not okay.
In a lot of backlash and hate for how they conducted themselves during the Neon interview. So when
Wait, they
the
are
Breakfast Club is currently getting a lot
good.
of backlash and hate for how they conducted themselves during the Neon interview. So in this video, we'll be reviewing everything, exactly what the Breakfast Club asked Neon that's getting backlash, and if they cross the line with this Neon interview. My biggest takeaway from this interview and what I would say represents them the worst is how unprepared they were. It felt like they were strictly bringing on Neon for clout. Like, it didn't even...
And it didn't even feel like for clout. It just feel like they just want to like try to bully. Like when you interview somebody, you bring them onto your shit. It depends on what kind of platform you got 100%, but usually, these kind of platforms, they're highlighting the person, not just bringing you up here because we're trying to like talk about all the bad things you ever done. Like, yeah, you can bring up some controversy stuff, but like, I don't know, bro. They was almost talking to this nigga like he's in the principal's office. I ain't like that shit. That's why I'm glad Aiden stepped in and fucking put his balls. I already know Aiden's probably about to be heated and talking about this shit on some kind of streaming shit. I'm telling y'all, motherfuckers don't understand these streamers. If you're a top streamer out here, bro, you control. You got so much control because the biggest thing about these big motherfuckers like that, they got sponsorships and shit like that, yeah. But they not controlled like a big label or artist and shit like that. They got like, I could lose a sponsorship from Nike or whatever, but you ain't got nobody telling me what to do. I can move how the fuck I want, because they're not gonna change you because you're famous for being you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
feel like they were really interested in him. They were really interested in his work. They had any type of general, basic, minimum interest in this kid. It felt like they had zero. It felt like this kid was somebody they were purely bringing in because this kid gets attention. It's media and everybody do that to a point, but it looks horrible on you when the fan could tell. Like when I could
Right.
watch the interview and tell, yeah, they didn't do any research for this interview. When Neon could tell y'all didn't do any research on him. It felt like they watched a couple of TikTok clips.
They watched, all they did was type the nigga name in, and then any controversial thing that popped up, it's like the first things that they see. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're talking about. Like, nigga, y'all don't even know that you're looking at people clip farming and taking 7 seconds of something. It's just like, it was horrible for these guys.
And that was their entire research for this
They
interview.
look like old heads.
And that was pretty apparent from the questions they asked him. Like, if you knew floor level information about this dude lore, you wouldn't have asked him certain things. Like, they asked Neon, did he ever apologize to Kai Cenat's mom?
Have you publicly apologized to Kai?
Yeah, like probably like 4 times, and I also DM'd him too.
Have you publicly apologized to Kai's mother?
Yes.
The reason why that question is so telling of the floor level research they did for this interview was because in the same breath, Charlamagne asked Neon about a clip he saw on TikTok with him and Ray, where Ray is pressing Neon for saying certain things about Kai and his mom.
Is that why Kai's man Ray wanted to fuck you up?
Well, I don't think he wants to box me. And
I saw. What was it? Was that Screamer University when y'all ran into each other?
Nah, I didn't get invited to Screamer University.
Screamer Prom.
Prom, yeah.
If he would have just simply watched the full clip that he's referencing through, he would have seen in that clip Neon tells Ray, "I've apologized 4 to 5 times to Kai already. This happened 3 to 4 years ago. If Kai was in front of me right now, I would apologize again. I'm sorry about that, man. Like, I would never have done that right now."
We got a 1v1, bro. Nah, feel that? What? You gotta say sorry to KC.
And this nigga Ray's a clout chaser too. I'm sorry. Ray might be Asian and shit like that, and that's cool and everything, and like it's a shock value because he's Asian, hanging with a bunch of niggas and barely speak English. But he's if he could speak English and he was a regular English person, he'd be annoying as fucking. Like, you probably would never pick this nigga up, bro. He like one of them weird niggas, for real, for real. Like, I don't know. That's why I do kind of fuck with Neon, because even though Neon is weird and whatever, he owns up. He's who he is. He ain't gonna put on no disguise and try to act cool or nothing like that. More than like, I don't know. It's just certain things, man. Certain things hold more value than other things to me.
Let's say so up. You got to bend your knees, brother. I've apologized to him 5 times. I DM'd him. I said it was street 5. You know why I did that? What? Cause that shit is so bad. He don't even want to say that. I understand. That shit was so bad. It was like 3-4 years ago, and I'm a lot different now. And obviously, every time, bro, if he was in front of me, if you were mine, I would apologize right away. Cause back then, I used to. That's not the guy I am now, bro. It's not. It's all good, bro. I'm changing, bro. Okay, if you're the one we want, let's run it.
When DJ Envy asked Neon, has anyone ever put hands on him? It was as if these people showed up with zero knowledge of who they were interviewing. If you even did the floor line research, I'm not even talking about you do a deep dive to Wikipedia. No, I'm talking about you do floor line research. You type Neon into YouTube or TikTok and see what pops up. You would have gotten the answer to that question before you even asked it.
Like, I tried to have that shock factor, and I was being an idiot at home, but it wasn't.
Nobody ever put hands on you, pull up to your crib, or nothing like that?
I got jumped on stream.
Neon getting slapped by Fousey was probably one of the biggest moments, if not the biggest moment in Neon's career so far. Like that clip.
This nigga Fousey, he done crashed out so many goddamn times. He one of them motherfuckers you just waiting to see a fucking timeline or headline, either arrested or the worst.
Had over 100 million impressions. Yo, you type in Neon's name or Neon Drama or Neon whatever.
He's a prime example of if you move to Hollywood and you stay there too long, you turn Fousey. 100%. 100%. You get in and the fuck out. If you do have to move there, 2 years that's stretching it. But 2 years is like the longest you need to be in there and get the fuck out.
Whatever search engine you have.
Anything longer than that? Kanye West. Kanye. Tyga and Travis Scott. Tyga be trying to pull it off smooth, but he's cause he ain't on the camera that much. Nah, it's over with.
Particular clip is supposed to
They get the 1,000-mile stare and it's like they're out of there.
pop up. Or we can even go beyond this. When Neon and Jack Doherty got into it, and Jack Doherty and his homeboys ran up on Neon, and they literally swung on Neon. Like, bro, those are things that are floor line research. It's supposed to come up. Those are not things that you're supposed to go digging for. If you wanted to BS this interview and you search his name into search engines,
damn,
those incidences will pop up. But it feels as if they came into this with whatever TikTok knowledge they think they had and just asked. So this is like going to like an Andrew Schultz interview, and this is why Andrew Schultz got really mad at Steiny.
Yo,
Steiny asked Andrew Schultz,
Jack Doherty has never swung on anybody. It makes sense he tried to swing on Neon. You pick and choose your fights. You know, that's just like what dudes do in general, you know. But damn, all right.
Ever been heckled before?
All right,
if
Doherty.
you knew anything, 1% about Andrew Schultz, you would know that's his whole shtick. He gets heckled and does amazing crowd work. People watching recognize that, and they called it out, that they were unprepared and didn't know what they were talking about. And that's what made the other things much worse. You see, I didn't have a real issue.
I'll say this, though. Like, you got to understand that Breakfast Club's fans, Breakfast Club is on the radio. It's on and you get into your car and you turn and dial Sirius, boom, boom, it's on the radio. These motherfuckers that listen to Breakfast Club don't know who the fuck Neon is. So, good interviewers, I will say this, they are supposed to ask questions even though if they know the answer to it, because they want to like say it in a way like a person who doesn't know anything listening to them, some fucking 45-year-old in a truck driving to Alabama CDLing, you know, he just trying to hear who the fuck this person is. You know, a young streamer, I heard about streams, my son watches this person, so they want to know. So, but it's a difference between asking these kind of questions, like, because you're trying to get that answer out of them, and then being malicious and trying to come in and ask the question. Like, all your questions are just, I don't know.
With the questions they ask Neon, because I understand when you come to do interviews, you have to discuss your life or the things you do. And, you know, majority of the time, the interview is going to be about things that are unfavorable to you. So I don't really have a problem with the questions they ask Neon.
Right,
However,
where'd you get all these chalices? It's not like it's a stamp.
Yeah, it's their job. And Charlemagne's a bully in general. So we can't really sit here and get all woo woo, but it was the other people. It's just how they came. Like we all know how to expect people who know Charlamagne and Breakfast Club. We know how to expect Charlamagne, but nah, they was teaming up, and Neon did a fucking superb job. Neon's gonna go far as fuck, for real. He did a fucking great PR job. He's a sober kid, very motivated, very sober kid. Boom, boom, doesn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's sharp. He was sharp on everything. You know, he's gonna go far, 100%.
Across as badgering because they were so unprepared, right? Like you can't pair up, I'm unprepared, I don't know nothing about you or what's going on, but then I'm gonna proceed to ask you nothing but unfavorable questions about you and drama that makes you look terrible. It's kind of like, okay, so if you didn't really care about my life, then why am I here? Just for you to ask me about drama?
Be further with this conversation. Somebody brought this to my attention a little while ago, like about a couple hours ago. What's the beef with you and my guy Kai Cenat? Because, you know, I'm Team Kai. I'm
Team Kai, too.
I'm
Shout out
part
to
of the
Kai.
Mafia.
You're part of the Mafia.
Yes.
You're a sub on Twitch?
I don't even know what that
He don't
is.
even know what that means.
Oh,
If he had Twitch, he would be.
I feel like-
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shout out
Kai,
to
Kai. That's what
I
we
don't
know.
know. Kai
Shout
just
out to
says
Kai.
I'm part of the Mafia.
Shout out to Kai. So a few years ago,
Okay.
me and Kai had a little back and forth. So he said like something little, and I think at the time it pissed me off. And then,
What do you say?
well, I don't really remember the exact details. This is years ago. I got short-term memory loss. But and then I said something back.
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna repeat it. You know, I don't want to repeat it because it was messed up, and I would never say anything like that again.
Do we know what he said? Did anybody know?
He said it about his mom.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say what he said, Jess.
You said that you would his mom and that she's a fat Harriet Tubman.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only did you disrespect Kai's mother, you disrespected Harriet Tubman?
Yeah.
He's 15. It is tough. He's 20 now. You know, people are dumb sometimes. But, you know, it is tough. I think it's being blown out of proportion on the internet. Because, I'm from the 90s. So, the fuck? Let's think about fucking Call of Duty lobbies. It's so many things. They're just... People do stuff for fucking PR clickbait and doing a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing now. This is why I didn't like how they were treating this whole thing. Like, just going super hard. Like, y'all motherfuckers is grown and older than me. Y'all just trying to, like, castle this kid because y'all hate streamers. Y'all hate that they're bigger than you. I swear to God, that's what it is. You can tell hater energy. You can tell nigga that's just trying to get some shit out of you, you know what I'm saying? And a hater energy.
Yeah, because, you know, like I said at the time, it wasn't really a thing where I just did whatever. What came
Keep
to
in
mind. Like, I
mind,
was
guys, Kai and all them, Kai and him are cool. They've been squashed this like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because they happened 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you just look at how they're trying to press it and bring it back up just to read. You know, it's like, bro, you ain't even following Neon. He's been changed.
It's like the shock factor.
He knows
like,
better than that
I
kind
wasn't
of shit.
thinking. Obviously, now that I'm in the real world now, I'm going out and experiencing stuff. That's not something okay to say at all. And
How old were you at the time?
I don't know. This was. Does anyone have that? How old was I?
You're 20 now.
You're
so.
20 now, so
This was
before COVID, during COVID?
I have no problem with them asking that question. I feel like that was a fair question. Now, would I have stopped at the first time I asked? Yes. Would I have kept going? Probably not, because they re-asked the same question about like 5 or 6 times, right? Now, what I did have a problem with, though, is Charlamagne the God telling Neon that there was still like a possibility that they wouldn't have interviewed him, or that he did something so terrible that they wouldn't have talked to him, or they would have kicked him out if they really wanted to be jerks, because what he did was that bad. As if the Breakfast Club don't interview rappers who literally diss and smoke on dead 14-year-olds. As if you didn't interview Gucci Mane. Yo,
Smoking on Tuka. That's a dead 14-year-old, yeah.
whatever Neon has ever said about Kai
fucked up.
Cenat mom, I promise you have paled to things that Gucci Mane have said about his ops. You interview Chief Keef. Cut it out, man. All right? Like, the virtue signaling has to stop. What he did is terrible.
Hey,
It's
Stolen,
horrible.
appreciate the likes, buddy.
But to
How you
say
been,
that
man?
this will somehow disqualify him from being interviewed by you guys, cut it out, man.
We were really assholes.
Please.
We wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Kai Cenat thing, we'd have told you get gone. I mean, you know, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying about
Harriet
Tubman. If we were really being assholes and really trying to belittle you, you'd have told you.
I understand that, man. I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person. And,
But
and
how
understanding.
do we know you're changing and how?
Because you just got to watch this shit. This shit happened 5 years ago. This nigga been blowing up the last 2.5 years to a crazy level. So you guys aren't doing your research on who you're you're interviewing. You're just trying to have them up there. So that's why I'm wondering who got paid. Did they pay Neon to be on here, or did Neon get paid? Or did Neon pay to be on here? Which I don't know why his PR team would pay for him to get on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, but not really. So it's kind of crazy. But hey, I appreciate you, brother. Neon's been getting way better. I did not like him. I fuck with him now, especially after seeing how he's going on the this Breakfast Club, bro. Like they were trying to come at him. Like Neon's like really like he's growing older. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming mature and doing like the mature things with money, just doing the right things in life. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these streamers are doing the right things in life, and like we're not gonna sit here. It's like me, motherfuckers don't know all the stuff that I do behind when I get off this camera. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And these motherfuckers that get to these levels, bro, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, like maturing, all kinds of. You don't just get there for no reason. Yeah, you can. If you gotta fucking sign your soul away, but nah, people gotta give more credit. And this coming though. Streamers been working a hard time for like 10 plus years.
Well, you don't
none to really believe you when you build your whole.
Cool.
I understand it.
on being a liar.
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's you. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People could judge me. I don't care.
I respect growth. People always evolve.
But and if no one wants
to, who I was at 21 is not who I am right now, and that's the same with you. I respect.
I respect growth. I already told you that. I respect growth.
But there's no reason for coming for someone for something that they apologized for 5 times, and it was not the person who I am now, and it was years ago. Like just coming for the same thing just doesn't.
People gonna ask you about it.
No, 100%. But like bring it up like 6 times. Like come on. Like,
Kai question got asked 43 seconds into the interview. We're now about 16 minutes into the interview, and they still haven't asked Neon anything positive. Now they continue to ask Neon about a story, I believe.
I don't think they ever asked him nothing positive, honestly. Like they would like, you know how they talk about Wiccans, like. A Wiccan, I don't know how true this shit is, but they'll talk about Wiccans like you can tell a person's a Wiccan because they'll be like, ew, you're so cute. Like they say like a negative and then they say the positive right after. Like that's like an easy way to like not identify somebody. I don't know. There's like a long rabbit hole, but they were acting kind of like that. Like it was just like they would just negative, and they would like end it out. But like, well, I did see that you apologized. Well. Why go so fucking hard? Damn, nigga.
If you told him Bradley
appreciate
Martin
the likes, Kylie.
or somebody.
What's up? What's your?
And this story, he pretty much told a story about how his dad had like a cell phone business or a cell phone shop or a phone company, and he hired a lot of black people, and some of the black employees pretty much
appreciate all those likes too, man. For real. You going live tonight?
After that over and robbed him.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, what is your least favorite race?
I don't have one.
Be honest.
I don't have one.
Okay,
how you
so
gonna ask like it's like
it's
like setup shit, bro? Why you gonna ask this little Indian guy, what is your least favorite race? The fuck? Like they just keep trying to set him up thing after thing after thing, bro. Like they just want to get him out of here. Let's just try to get him canceled, guys. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe we'll get more plays on our radio station. I don't know. It's so stupid. Right now, exhausted. Oh, I feel you.
You decided to ask somebody.
You talked about somebody, an assistant or something. What was it? Assistant that worked for his dad.
Yeah.
And then she was
that
lazy.
He fired. He said his dad fired one of his black employees because she was lazy, and then she came back after she was fired and had her boyfriend rob the store.
I remember that.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I swear it is. So my dad's deep into like the phone business. He was back then, and then we got robbed so many times, and then we just he just fully stopped the business. But yeah, that was the actual real situation.
You were only robbed by black people?
No.
No. Okay.
No. No.
So you don't have a least favorite race?
No.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
You know why they asking you that like that? Because the video gave that black people were your least favorite race.
He knows why.
I know what the video say.
Oh, I can play it. I got it.
Damn. They could.
He had asked it was somebody that he was streaming with, and he was like, "What's your least favorite race?"
So I swear to God.
Black people are your least favorite race?
No.
Were they ever?
No.
Okay.
I love everyone. I'm all about the people.
How old were you in that video?
Like 18?
18 probably.
Damn, 2 years ago.
Yeah. I don't think y'all don't understand. Like this last 2 years, it's been like it feels like so much longer. Like
of that particular interview with Bradley Martin. I don't know if it matters. I just checked. But what I would say is the line of questioning itself, if you put it in an isolated vacuum, it's not really that terrible. But it's the badgering. They asked the Kai question at the
Yeah, it's the badgering, 100%. That's the best way to put it. Like I said, you're supposed to ask these questions, get them talking. But like, you got four niggas up there, bruh. And then him. Well, maybe it was it was 4. Envy always be the mediator, 100%. You can't even count him. But it just they all like the girls were just doing too much, bro. You should have just had it just being Envy, you, and fucking Neon. I don't know why them chicks need to be involved. They probably just know more about the social media shit than you guys. But all in all, shit was extra. Y'all go watch this video. I ain't doing the whole shit. Do better, Breakfast Club. I'm bringing my cameraman in there and my shooter.